So, hello guys. Today we're going to be talking about the technique for building heads. I really wanted to do this for me and as well as for other people just in case they're having a hard time making a face or making a head. So, let's start with this one, the second one, because I have more space. I could move them over, but I don't want to. I'm doing this in real time, so first thing you would want to do is that you'd want to divide the head. This line is very important, and I will show you why just in a little bit, but this line is the brown line. And this is where, this is where the brows go. And so, with the brown line, and this is also where the ears go. So let's just put the ears like this, right? And so, now that we have the ears down, we make another line here. So you make the first line just like on top of the ear, and then you make another line at the bottom of the ear. And so what's at the bottom of the ear is another feature, and this is where you put the nose, or like this is the point where you put the tip of the nose. And this right here is the eyebrows, remember. This is the eyebrows. And so another thing about the eyebrows is that it stops at the nostril. So this face looks really like butchered, but we're making a combination. This technique will help you make a variety of faces and heads. So from this, we can put the mouth down. All right. And so when you put the mouth down, for this, I generally can put it anywhere in that distance. Here. That's what I'm talking about, vertical distance. So I'm just gonna put it right here. And so the jawline is just really just all this is, right? And then we can put the eyes. I'm doing this very roughly. This is the eyes. The thing about the eyes is that you really don't want to like overshoot the eyes. Unless you really want to, then go ahead. But the thing is that where this nostril ends, the eye begins, and where the mouth ends, it goes to the middle of the eye. And then you can tell by this distance, because for this is where the forehead ends, and so the eyebrow ends. And then when the eyebrow ends, this is where the end of the eye ends. This is stuff I've learned so far, so bear with me. I might have some things wrong since I'm still learning. But yeah, then you put the neck down, blah blah blah, and you get your head. Okay, so we can try this again, but in a different, I'm gonna adjust some of the lines and you'll see how it makes a different face. So instead of putting this line in the middle, we're gonna put this line towards the bottom. So that's a huge shift. This time make a new layer though. So at the bottom, right? And then if you want, you can do a vertical line just in case you have troubles. But I'm not gonna do a vertical line. No, for this one, let's do a vertical line. A vertical line. Here we go. So this is the brow, remember? The brows. Let's put that on a different layer so that you can see clearly this time. It's gonna be a red. Actually, I should. I'm doing things all backwards. But for the sake of this, we're gonna do it like this. So this is the brow line. And then after the brow line, you would want to make the top of the ears. And you can put this any size you want, any length size you want. You know what, for this one, let's make the ears very long. Okay? And so at the bottom of the ears, you know what's at the bottom of the ears? It's the nose. So at the very tip of the nose, right? Okay. And so after you get that line through, then you want to get the mouth. And for the mouth, you can pretty much get it any length that you would want it, but very practical. And then the corners of the eyes is at the corner, is at the mid-length of the corner of the mouth is at the mid-length of the eyes. So, and the end of the eyes is at the end of the nostrils. And the eyebrows go a little bit over that. So what you want to do is then you make the jawbone. The jaw. Yeah, the jaw. The jaw line. Okay, the jaw line. And you just make your dude. So you have a lower. The thing is, what it creates is a larger forehead. When you lower this line, you get a longer forehead. You see? And so you can do anything you want to this forehead. I don't really care. And so you can just put in his hair, whatever, blah blah blah. Okay, for this, let's go a little bit crazy. So instead of making a circle, let's put in a rectangle. So for this one, it's like very, very weird, but it'll make sense in a little bit. So for this one, same rules apply. We're going to go for the brow line. Let me just go for the brow line. Brow line here. I put it on a different layer so that you guys can see the vertical line. Alright, and so here we're gonna start with the brows, right? And then remember the ear, and then at the bottom of the ears, guess what? It's the tip of the it's the tip of the nose. So we get our tip of the nose, and then at the tip of the nose, then we put our mouth. You can go any vertical distance, but as long as the corner of the eyes matches with the nose, the corner of the nose, right? The corner of the mouth ends up meeting at the center of the eye like this. So, and then this guy get a little boxy head shape. And so you can do this any way you want to. You just finish up with a jawline. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Okay. Remember that the end of the eyebrows go here. And then how you can tell the outer end of the eyebrows go in is that they usually go slanted to this corner of the eye. They usually follow this kind of rhythm. So you really want to do like this. And this is where the head gets a little bit wider to hold in all that extra, to hold in his brain, you know. You don't want an empty head. You don't want an empty head. And so we got our nice little handsome boy. And so, alright, we can do like a crazier head shape. Yeah. Like a Hey Arnold head shape. Okay. For the Hey Arnold head shape, we're going to remember establish our brow line. Establish our brow line like so. Right? Put in our ears. This is our top of our brow line, right? The bottom of our ears is our nose, the tip of the nose, right? And so we put in our eyebrows, we follow the shape, remember? Like that. You can put any distance from the nose, Remember that the end of but however, this can differ from person to person. Some people's like the end of their nostrils go all the way to like a little bit over the corner of their eye. That's how you can determine if somebody has like a larger set nose. So, but however, the mouth still goes to the middle of the eye. And so this applies for the other side, a little bit over. You're just making their face close because I'm just showing you how to do like a fast face. So, oh yeah, and then you want to get the jawline. Alright. And then you want to do, I'm still learning, so pardon me if I mess something up. And still you want to do this. And this. And then you want to give him a brain. This is a very loose sketch here. But this is basically the principle that I'm trying to teach. And we can go online and find some variations of this. Some professional variations of it. Okay? Even something as the Winx Club. You see? Alright. However, it follows this curvature. It follows this plane. It's very here. Her eyebrows would be here. And her nose is at what? The bottom of the ears. And her lips follow some distance. Okay? Okay. This is the mandible. And then the head. Okay? So you see the corners of the eyes. However, this is very stylized, so the corner of the eyes don't match the nostrils. So you can play with it and vary it up to a certain degree, like make the nose smaller. But some rules, as long as you play with this technique, some rules won't apply. Okay, we start with a circle. However, you'll notice that the head was very followed this curvature, right? So we get the ear, right? And the nose. Remember, we can follow this point to this point. The nose is very particularly very small, right? However, and then there was the brows. You can do whatever you want as long as it at certain point follows this line. It's like the point, the end of the point must hit that line, you know? Or something must hit that line to indicate eyebrows. It's an eyebrow. And then, sorry, pardon me, but like, I only saw the picture one time, so I might have the proportions of the Winx Club very screwed up, but I'm just trying to draw the likeness at this point. And so, I think the eyes was like very like expressive, very open here. I think I might have draw the eyes a little too far apart. There we go. And then the lips here. And so you get this, and I think that was here, and that was here. So it's something like that. But you get the gist. You can do that. You can pretty much like make these guidelines, right? You can make these guidelines and then create your own characters using that specific style. These guidelines, you don't want to ever like just like sketch out like, oh, this is how hey Arnold looks, he has a football head. Yeah. You want to go to like some kind of shape. You want to follow the shape of this and create the lines so you can get a better understanding of this character's anatomy or any of your character's anatomy before you go on. Well, I do hope this helps you because I know this helped me, and I really just wanted to show you guys this technique in hopes that it will help you in your drawing adventure. Thank you.